We need creative thinking more than ever. As the world gets more complex, we need to be creative to deal with wicked problems. That is, problems that are ill-defined. For these issues, both the problem and the solution are unknown at the outset. So how can these problems best be solved? The creative process needs to start with inquiry. Albert Einstein once said, "If I only had an hour to save the world, I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and 5 minutes finding the solution." Inquiry requires us to cultivate the innate sense of curiosity we all start with in life. On average, preschool children ask their parents about 100 questions a day, but this stops as we get older. We need to start asking more questions again. Think about the dangers of not asking the right questions before jumping in with solutions. This picture of the bathrooms in the residence village of the Winter Olympics in Sochi reveals that what can go wrong when you don't ask the right questions. Despite being the most expensive Olympics ever, it looks like the designers may have simply failed to ask the right questions and just ended up doing what they were told to do. They didn't put themselves in the position of the end user. The important and difficult job, says management guru Peter Drucker, is never to find the right answers, it's to find the right questions. Questions can not only open up possibilities, but if used well, they can provide focus and direction for providing creative solutions. In the case of the famous Sydney Opera House, the architect Jorn Utzon asked the right questions. Jorn asked where was the building going to be viewed from, and he developed a revolutionary approach that became known as the fifth elevation. He saw the building as representing sails on the harbour, and he realised the view of the roof needed to be as beautiful as the other four elevations. Amazon took the experience of grocery shopping and turned it into a design problem, where they asked questions to identify and solve the problems users encountered while shopping in person, like long lines. The CQ Torrance test of creative thinking identifies originality arising from a state of curiosity as one of the foundational principles for the creative thinking process. The secret to cultivating curiosity is asking the right questions to get the most original answers. If you ask the wrong questions, you are almost guaranteed to get the wrong answers. When you ask questions differently, you look for answers in different places and come up with more original solutions. As an example, statistics reveal that children's creativity drops as they go through school, which might lead us to ask, does school kill creativity? This question traps us inside the box. By changing the question to why does creativity drop off for children over time, we open up more possibilities. Researchers have found the solution to the problem actually lies outside the school and in the home. So here is the key point. Creative people are not just focusing on attacking the noisy part of the problem that happens to capture our attention. They are able to ask questions that open up all the potential options. Creative people look at the problem and find a new avenue of attack. This truly defines the original thinker. The goal of this initial problem-solving stage, the definition stage, is to target the right problem to solve, and then to frame the problem in a way that invites creative solutions. Philosopher Daniel Dennett says that anybody who has ever tackled a truly tough problem knows that one of the most difficult tasks is finding the right question to ask and the right order to ask them in. You have to figure out not only what you don't know, but what you need to know and don't need to know, and what you need to know in order to figure out what you need to know, and so forth. Cultivate curiosity is the key opening strategy to start the inquiry phase. This allows the problem solver to become the end user and develop the empathy needed to begin the design thinking and creative problem solving process.